Today's top stories at NBR. Zed Energy unanimously approves takeover. Rob Campbell resigns from Sky City Board. New Talisman Gold Mines chief executive resigns. And there's more coming right up. Kia ora and welcome to NBR Today, a wrap of the day's top business stories from the authority in New Zealand business news since 1970, nbr.co.nz. It's Monday, October 11th. I'm Paul Brennan. Thanks again for joining us. The board of fuel retailer Zed Energy has unanimously approved a takeover by ASX-listed Ampol via a scheme of arrangement. The deal is priced at $3.78 a share, the same price as a non-binding proposal announced in August before Ampol was granted a 6-week due diligence period. Under the scheme, Ampol has committed to sell its Gull subsidiary as part of the process to gain Commerce Commission approval. In a statement to the ASX, Ampol said it was working on a trade sale or an initial public offer of Gull to effect the divestment. The sale would be expected to happen within a prescribed period of time following completion of the transaction, meaning the transaction is not expected to be conditional on completion of the divestment. Ampol has indicated it would seek a secondary listing of its shares on the NZX if the deal proceeds. Schools will not reopen as planned at the start of Term 4 on October 18th, and mandatory vaccinations for health and disability workers and teachers. The Prime Minister made the announcement this afternoon, Monday, at 4 p.m.
We remain in a very strong position to make the transition from lockdown restrictions to the individual armour of vaccines while maintaining our world-leading position on case numbers, hospitalisations and deaths, as well as delivering a strong economy and low unemployment.
The Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern. Auckland venture capital firm Icehouse Ventures has raised $110 million for its first growth fund, IVX, which closed on Friday. The fund minimum had been set at $50 million, and Icehouse Ventures chief executive Robbie Paul said they had expected to raise around the $75 million mark. And Robbie Paul joined the NBR's Fiona Rotherham.
We're just north of 100 million, so with all the paperwork tidying up, it'll probably be about 110 million. And look, it was a great result, and it's never easy raising money, but we're really happy with where we got to.
Icehouse Ventures chief executive Robbie Paul with Fiona Rotherham there. Rob Campbell's appointment as chair of the government's new Health New Zealand in September was a driving force behind his decision to resign from Sky City Board early next year. Campbell, one of the most well-known New Zealand business figures, a former trade unionist turned director, announced his intention to retire to NZX-listed Sky City over the weekend, with the move announced to investors before market open this morning. He said the chair position at Health New Zealand, the entity bringing together the country's 20 district health boards with a workforce of about 80,000, was a large commitment alongside the AUT Chancellor position he took in February 2021. Talisman Gold Mines chief executive Matthew Hill has resigned from the company's board of directors, while John Upperton has been elected chair, replacing Charbel Nader, who stepped down on Friday. According to share market filings published today, the company has also appointed Northland farmer Callum Kerr-McKenzie as a new independent director and saw the resignation of its company secretary Jane Bell. Upperton has been a director of the company since shareholders voted him in at the September 29 AGM against the wishes of the board. Nader resigned as chair with immediate effect on Friday following withdrawal of a $3.1 million rights issue and discord among directors about the direction of the business. The full details of those stories and more are at nbr.co.nz right now. Tomorrow at NBR, in Margin Call, Robbie Urquhart looks at AUKUS, innovation and the implications for New Zealand, while in his fortnightly economics column, John McDermott talks on the effect of education on the economy. I'm Paul Brennan. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow from around lunchtime for the morning's NBR trending stories. Then same time, same place, right here again from 5:30 tomorrow for another NBR Today.